Howdy, it's Megan with EcoZapp, and in just a minute we're going to go check out a heating system. Now it's important to have this done every year, especially before the cool season, because you want to make sure everything's working good and safe before you kick on your heater.
All right, so this is Howie again here at EcoZapp, and we are showing you the circuitry of the furnace. This is the circuit board. This is basically the brains of your air conditioning system and heating system. It connects to the thermostat. The thermostat tells it when to come on and when to shut off. You can see here you have transformers. The transformers, you always want to look and examine, make sure that they're in good shape. The circuitry, you want to look and check for burn marks. Basically, if there was a power surge, anything like that, the circuitry will burn and it will fry the circuit board, and so you'll realize on visual inspection, you'll see right up here by the terminals, you'll see where there will be some burn marks. This one doesn't have it because it's a fairly new system that has not experienced any outages or surges. So this is the draft inducer motor. That creates a draft for the combustible air, as well as pulls the carbon monoxide out and sends it up through the flue pipe up here, and then ultimately goes out above your roof. And right here is your burners, and inside, past the burners, you're going to have your heat exchanger. The burners go and they light up, shooting flames through your heat exchanger, and that's what heats the air. I'm going to go ahead and fire this furnace up right now, and it should kick on. You can see your draft inducer motor kick on here, pulling combustible air in to the heat exchangers. Then in just a few minutes here, it will light. There it goes. You can see the igniter lighting up there. And as soon as it starts pushing the gas through, it will light the exchangers. And there it goes. Upon examination of these flames, if there's a cracked heat exchanger, you're going to see a lot of orange flame. You don't want to see too much orange flame because that's what's pushing the heat into the house. So when we check for carbon monoxide, we use the carbon monoxide detector. We can do this in several different ways. One, we'll go up into the ductwork and make sure that there's no carbon monoxide, that everything's safe up there. And we'll put it through the vents of the house and make sure there's no carbon monoxide coming through the vents. Everything on this system's looking pretty good so far. So let's go up into the attic and take a look at the ductwork.
Howdy, it's Megan with EcoZapp, and I'm here with Howie, and he's going to give us a little bit of safety tips on what to do and what not to do with furnaces in attics. So on this one, it's actually really hot and humid, so excuse our sweating. It's usually hot up in an attic. But on this one, we're up here, we're sitting on some beams. We want to make sure that we're not on the sheetrock. Getting up here was a little bit tricky doing that, but nobody fell through a roof, and so we're good. So I'm going to let Howie take over from here. He's going to give you some more tips.
So far so good, no one's fallen. All right, so down there I showed you where the exhaust of the furnace was going out. It was going up that metal pipe. Over here, if you look, you're going to see the metal pipe is completely disconnected up here. Now this system was installed a year ago, so it's not an old system. There's no reason that it should have fallen off. I have no idea why it's disconnected, but it's something that definitely needs to be fixed. What we have is, I have my carbon monoxide detector here, and it's detecting a little bit of carbon monoxide. It's at about 47 parts per million. It should be at 0. So it's not to the point where it is detrimental yet, but it very well could be. Carbon monoxide, as you all may know, can lead to death. It is heavier than air, so it sinks. So if as the attic fills with carbon monoxide, it can sink and fall into the house and put the family that lives here in jeopardy. So we're going to go ahead and get out of this attic now because we don't want to be the victims of carbon monoxide. All right, so we also will do a visual inspection on the contactor, which is right here. This is the high voltage electrical. We also just want to check the contacts on there, just like we showed you in one of the previous videos. And then the capacitor right here, that is the battery. This is a very simple system, so it does not have a circuit board, but it does have the capacitor and contactor right here. And this is, the contactor provides the power for the compressor and the fan, and the capacitor just provides a little extra juice for it to start up. So we also always check the readings on this as well as the contactor, and we make sure everything's within range.
So now that you've seen the importance of having your heating system checked, please have your system inspected before you turn it on. The cost is insignificant compared to the possible risk of fire or carbon monoxide poisoning. So protect yourselves and your loved ones, and give somebody a call. Thanks, and Giga.